Hello, and welcome to Great Hang, the greatest hang that's ever hanged. I'm your hang, Tim McLaughlin, coming to you with your other hang, Myka Fox. Hello, Myka.
Yo, Tim, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. You know, I've got my new sneakers on. I listen to you snoring all day. What a day it's been.
Well, Myka, I had an early flight today. I had to leave the beautiful city of St. Louis at 5:40 in the morning. I was in our guest's hometown.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. What a coincidence.
It wasn't brought up to me once. I said, who are the illustrious comedians from St. Louis?
And they all said Nikki Glazer, right?
They said Nikki Glazer, Mikey, Manker.
Yeah.
That
And
is
then
a
you were
joke
like,
for
how about-
me and Kevin.
Very inside.
But our guest today is Kevin Casey White.
Dude, thank you for having me. I'm so impressed with how you just snapped into podcast, Tim.
I'm a fucking professional, brother.
I thought we were going to warm up a little bit.
Nope.
And you just went in.
We go right in.
No, we go
Damn.
right in, and as soon as the camera's off, you got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's the
right.
rules.
I was going to hang out for a while. I'll be honest. I
This is
could
the
use a
rules.
place to sleep, but all right. That's
You want to
fine.
sleep here? It smells a little like piss.
Sure does.
Now he
Micah.
admits it. This
Micah.
is infuriating. I come down, I'm like, it smells a little like piss. Tim goes, I think you just smell things. Like, fully gaslights me. Then earlier today, accused me of gaslighting him.
You were gaslighting
I
me.
was not.
I don't think you guys are using gaslight correctly.
He is not.
He disagreed with you.
Well,
Gaslighting is like it's like a very manipulative,
Yeah,
evil
I didn't
thing.
say-
it's
I
pretty
didn't-
manipulative to be like, you don't smell piss.
I
you
didn't
cannot
say-
trust. You
First of
can't
all-
trust your senses.
No. I did not say you don't smell piss. I said you're always smelling things.
Yeah.
In fact, I
are-
said you're always smelling.
What are some other things she smelled?
She's always smelling stuff upstairs. She's like, is something burning? I'm like, I have no fucking idea.
Okay.
How about the mattress that fucking stinks like his body, and he doesn't believe that either?
I don't smell it because I think the way my body smells is good.
You don't mean the sheets. You mean the mattress itself?
I mean the mattress because I stripped the sheets when it smelled bad, and then
Yeah.
I sniffed the mattress, and it was the same smell.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Okay.
Who knows? Who
Mike
knows?
is clearly hysterical making things
Thank
up.
you. That's what I'm saying.
She's out here sniffing mattresses, and we expect her to take her
Yeah,
seriously.
I'm like, what the fuck? This bitch needs to stop sniffing around. What are you, a dog?
yeah, what are you, a dog? Why don't you bark for us, doggy?
Fucking bloodhound.
man.
Fucking bloodhound ass bitch.
Anyway,
This is all right. You know
I'm
what?
so sorry. I brought you donuts, by the way. Because
Well, now you just got to have to sit and look at them the whole time, drooling like a dog.
you were so nice when you did my podcast. You brought us those amazing, what were they? They're like focaccias from...
Oh shit!
You brought them focaccias from fucking Fortunato Brothers?
Fortunat? Yes.
Damn,
And
I
they were
forgot
amazing.
about
And then you wait.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. I missed out on focaccias.
She
from
said,
fucking...
don't tell Tim about this. He'll get jealous.
Wow,
And
I'm fucking
Yeah.
pissed off.
Yeah.
Then I let them run a train on me.
That's fine. I don't
Yeah.
care about that.
Yeah, dude. And
You
let me
think
tell you, the smells were abound. So
I
many
wish I was
smells.
there. I wouldn't have been able to smell shit.
Is that why you brought donuts? Because I was like, nobody ever brings us anything that's so fucking nice.
Yeah. Well, okay, so it's twofold. What I learned from you that part of being
I learned it from you.
a great hang is to not show up empty-handed.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Boom.
It's
Come on.
called
Oh,
it's
yeah,
called
dude.
the Jeff Sheen law. If you want to be fun at a party, don't show up with something. Unlike Jeff Sheen, who just shows up with nothing all the time.
And he just takes and he takes and he takes.
He's a horrible man.
It's so easy to stop and pick up a cheap bottle of wine.
I got in a big argument with a person at the very gutter where I used to work. This person comes in, non-binary person, and the last time I had seen them,
This is Tim's story hour now.
Yeah, this
well, the last time
you better land the plane perfectly. Go on. Where is this going?
Well, the last time I had seen them, it was at Cameron Gillette's birthday party in Chicago when I was visiting.
Okay.
They show up to Cam's party. They go, hey, can I get a beer and a cigarette? Like, had nothing and immediately asked for a beer and a cigarette. And I was like, you can't just come to a party and ask for the two most expensive things that people bring.
Yeah.
I go, you have to bring something. You
Yeah.
brought nothing.
It's rude.
They brought their winning personality.
And then they come in for Maddie Wiener's birthday.
Okay.
At the Gutter.
At the Gutter, okay.
Later. They come into New York. They come for Maddie Wiener's birthday party at the Gutter. And I'm behind the bar and they go, hey, can I get a free beer?
No.
And I go, no, I've never seen you bring anything anywhere for anyone. I'm not giving you anything for fucking free. Go fuck yourself.
Great.
What did they say?
They were like, you're fucking mean. And I was
What?
like, no.
It's mean to be so entitled and
was
ask
so
for
funny.
shit like
I
that.
was like, you're a mooch, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
That's
That stinks.
awesome, actually, Tim. Good
Because I was
job.
giving Maddie Wiener a free drink for her birthday.
Yeah.
You know? So,
It's Manny's birthday, of course.
but yeah, so that's the only person that can get away with it in my mind is Jeff Sheen. And
Yeah.
it's just because he's a fucking,
He doesn't get away with it in my mind.
He's just such a fucking asshole.
Yeah, what do you think? Why do you he's impervious because it's what you expect from him.
Right. I know that's how he is.
What if he did show up with something, would you trust it?
He did show up with something. He showed up with a bag of raw potatoes to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, he did. And he goes, "What? I was gonna make
No,
mashed-"
you weren't.
He goes, "I was gonna make mashed potatoes at your house." And I go, "Well, where's the milk? And where's the butter?" And he goes, "I assumed you had that."
Oh my god.
Where's the pot? Where's the pan? Where's the prep time at home?
That is psychotic behavior.
It's
See, and that's the kind of
That's
stuff.
gaslighting. Being like, oh, sorry, I couldn't bring you mashed potatoes. Right?
That's
It's
the
making
ki-
it your fault.
That's the kind of stuff where he does that kind of shit, and I'm just like, "That's very funny."
Yeah, all right. We'll let idiots slide, I guess.
Ugh.
But not me. I am a scholar.
Yeah,
I'm not. I have a GED, actually. Did you know that?
That's good.
I dropped out of high school.
yeah, most of my friends are like GED type people.
Good enough degree.
Go on.
No, like I constantly find myself with people who like never graduated high school
Yeah.
the natural way.
Yeah, the
These
the
people
Lord's
keep
way.
finding. Maybe it's just because I am friends with comics, but
Yeah.
like these people keep finding their ways into my life. But
Who
they're
else
usually,
has a GED? Anybody I know?
there are a lot of people who actually do not do comedy anymore. Now that I'm thinking
okay.
about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're
Or like-
CEOs and stuff.
yeah. They're managing a Chuck E. Cheese somewhere in Ohio.
Or like, actually, now I realize I was softballing it for Tim's. It's like a lot of people I've dated have GEDs.
Okay, that makes
Either
sense.
look at-
master's degrees or GEDs.
And
You
look at me.
love a project.
High school, actual high school degree here.
Yeah.
From the kid.
What was your GPA?
1.8.
Attaboy.
All my teachers go, "You have to get an A on your finals or you're going to fail." And I was like, okay, whatever.
All right.
School is easy. I don't
Yeah,
care.
1A.
Yeah.
1A the whole time you're there? Easy.
That's all you got to do. I just never did my homework. That's all the fucking
Same.
grades, man.
I had a whole thing where I was like, I don't think they should make us take. I didn't want to do it, but in my mind, what I would tell people was like, I just don't think it's fair that they should try to make us bring work home. You know, we're here all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It sucks. It's like, what am I? I'm doing homework so I can, learn to be a teacher? That's what fucking teachers do.
It's all trivia.
Yeah.
Do you remember anything from high school that you used regularly? No.
I remember that.
I learned how to ditch class pretty good.
Hey, were you a smoke in the bathroom kind of gal?
No, I didn't start smoking weed till college, but I got high every single day for college.
Sweet.
we
Yeah.
used to smoke weed in the bathroom and we'd smoke cigarettes in the bathroom.
Yeah.
We had our bathroom had like a big hole in the wall, and you
Okay.
could pull this thing off.
Where
and
the
you-
girls could see
was
them all.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say you watch the girls shower. What?
and you could pull this thing off and get in like this little cubby. And
Tim
Oh,
went to
sweet.
a private school called Porky's.
Yeah, I went to Porky's University.
Porky's U.
I remember this one kid, Dre. He was like our best football player. He goes, "I'm a copy off you this year," and I go,
Big mistake.
I go, "You better not."
Yeah.
And he goes, "You're like one of the smart ones." I go, "No, sir." I go, "You're gonna do terrible if you copy off me." He goes,
How
"All
dumb
right."
do you have to be to look at Tim and be like, "You're
Yeah,
one of
right?
the smart ones"?
What?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was crazy.
What was wrong with Dre?
He just was lazy. He didn't want to do anything.
He didn't even want to find out who the smart one was.
I was gonna say he has
That's
like a
how lazy.
he has like a railroad spike in his head.
Well,
or
then-
something. What?
Well, then he ended up. Peter Quinn ended up doing all of his homework for him.
And that's just classic Peter.
Yeah,
You know?
and I was like, "Bro, make him do his own fucking homework." He goes, "Well, we need him to win state," and I was like, "This doesn't matter in your life ever
Right.
at all." Who
Right.
cares?
We need him.
Yeah.
What do you get out of us winning state?
The school. Well, he was on the football team.
Oh, he was also on the football.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you didn't have a lot of school spirit.
Oh, I had
right?
no school
Yeah, me
spirit.
neither. You?
Fuck no.
Yeah, I don't get that.
school spirit
I don't
is for
understand
fucking
that.
people who peak in high school.
Exactly. I couldn't wait to get out of school.
Right. Oh, fuck yeah.
It was such a burden.
You're like, I literally didn't wait to get
Yeah,
out of
you
school.
got out.
How did you bail? How far did you get?
So right before senior year started, like at the end of junior year, right? My principal brought me in and he was like, just so you know, you're not going to graduate on time if you just keep doing what you're doing. But what you can do is you can skip senior year and go get a GED. It's like a program. And you're like done at 1 p.m. You're like off, but you know. And I was like, yo, this sounds, wait, so I'm basically like graduating early?
He told
is
you
sweet.
to drop out of school.
Yeah. He was like, you could repeat a year and try to make it up, or you could get a GED and graduate early.
But
And
then
I was
if
like,
you
let's go. And then I got a job at Subway.
Nice. My man
You
was
know?
an artist from the beginning.
That's right.
They're like, actually, we have this graduate program where you get your GED and go straight into the Subway Artistry School.
And you get
Yeah, what? But is there anything?
How handy are you with mayonnaise?
Yeah, right. Honestly, dude, have you ever? They were very serious about their toppings at Subway.
I fucking bet they were. They were artists. God damn it.
No more than 3 olives allowed on a 6-inch, 6 olives allowed on a foot long, or we're gonna charge you.
Is that
was
true?
That was a policy my
Man,
manager had.
things have changed.
Dude, apparently these goddamn olives were really putting them in the red.
Here's the other thing. You know what I miss from Subway? Their red wine vinaigrette.
They don't have that anymore?
No, they don't have it anymore. I used to love that shit.
Have you had the Chipotle sauce?
That's what I have
That goes on
now.
everything.
Yeah, that's what I
That'll
have now.
save any garbage sandwich you get from Subway.
Dude,
Which is
Myka,
all of them.
don't.
Yeah, it's all really bad.
No, it's good. It's good.
You know what sucks?
I might go get
So wait,
Subway after this.
Now, since you worked at Subway, tell me an industry secret. How do they put the slime on the meat?
Where does the slime come from?
like, is that like a trade secret or
Yeah,
can you tell us?
That was Jared used to do that. He
Yeah,
used to
Jared.
shove
Yeah.
some cold cuts down a little kid's pants, and that was the trick.
It slimed them up, huh?
Slimed them up.
Slime. That's what he said. He said it's slime time.
Yeah. Damn, Myka, he's stealing your fucking catchphrase.
That's what I call staying at home alone.
Yeah.
Is that for real?
Yeah, I call it
Yeah.
slime time. That's where I don't shower.
Whoa.
I don't like brush
It's-
my teeth. I just sit in bed and eat food, and I'm disgusting.
It's fucking
Goblin
nasty,
mode.
dude. I'm like, I gotta go out of town. I was like, I'm going to St. Louis, and Myka's like, slime time for your girl.
I'm gonna be gross.
I'm just like, oh, yeah.
pee on the rug and blame it on the cat. Yeah. How was St. Louis?
It was nice. We went to the zoo. We went to
Great
the
zoo, right? Did you see the penguins?
We went to the free zoo.
Yeah, there's only the one zoo.
Oh, there is. Oh, yeah, we saw the penguins.
There's a penguin habitat where you can get right up and touch them.
We didn't touch
You're not
them.
supposed to, but you can.
We didn't touch them, but we did.
It's like it's a great zoo. You can give them any kind of disease you want.
You can
It's-
fuck any animal.
Well, we were there. It was myself, Patreon subscriber Tom Tukar, and friend of the show Charlie Bury.
Oh, fun.
And we went to the zoo.
Does
and-
Charlie not subscribe?
Not to our Patreon. He's a Patreon subscriber to Tough Questions.
Listen, Charlie. What the fuck?
He
all
doesn't.
right?
He don't watch the show.
What?
Charlie doesn't watch or listen to the show. He likes Tough Questions.
This is so I can't even address him right now.
You wouldn't
can
even hear
you
it.
can in personal text. I mean, go for it. Myka,
Here's
let
the
Charlie
thing.
know.
Charlie, I know you're fucking watching this show, and for some reason, not subbing, not subscribing.
To our Patreon at patreon.com
Fan
/
of-
great hang.
Fan of Jeff Sheen and not me.
Yeah.
I mash the potatoes. God damn it! Before I bring them to a house.
Mikey, you know what would be good? I'd like our audience to really fucking show Charlie what's up and subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com / great hang podcast. No, / great hang. So sign up at patreon.com / great hang and let Charlie know that he's fucking up.
Yeah.
He's fucking up, and that brings us into plugs, Tim.
It does bring us into plugs. I was going to talk about how ugly the people at the zoo were, but
I do want to hear that, though.
they're-
'cause these are
the
my
animals were in and out of the cages at the St. Louis Zoo. It's a free zoo.
People. Yeah, man.
And these people are free zoo people.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. There was a woman who had the word Dylan
No
tattooed
way.
on her neck, like all of her neck. The letters were this thick
Yeah.
and all colored in. And I was like, that had to hurt.
She
That-
loves Dylan.
She
Or-
loves Dylan or Dylon, her son.
Or maybe when she looks in the mirror, it says like no lid, and then she cuts her own head
Yo,
off.
dude. No lid, dude. no lid,
Oh,
dude.
damn.
Yeah, like an ambulance. Yeah, I love that.
But yeah, the zoo was fun. St. Louis was fun. It's a nice town full of crime.
Yeah. How were the crowds?
The crowds were good.
Were they heckly?
What?
Were they heckly?
I had a guy. Well, fuck, I didn't even get. So the camera cut out before it happened. But I had a guy drunk as shit walk on stage while I was up there.
That sounds like my hometown, baby.
He walked on stage. I go, "Can I help you?"
No way.
And he goes,
And then he took the mic and did a little scat number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
Was he
like, "Doobie da ba ba doo."
yeah, he took the mic. Then,
and saved the show. Everybody loved it.
They're like, he's like,
it was
"I
honestly
can't help
terrible
you."
before.
yeah,
Tim really shouldn't have said, Can I help you?"
yeah. And I walked off. I had to sit and watch the rest of his set. He got a standing ovation.
Yeah.
But
Philharmonic call.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, but no, he goes, "Is this the bathroom?"
No way.
Yes, and I was
Whoa.
like, "No." It's
He's like, "Then
over
why are
there."
you taking a big shit up here?"
Oh,
I'm
sick.
like, that's not true. I was doing pretty good. They did that. We were in the streets of St. Charles.
In
Yeah.
the streets of
St. Charles. St. Charles isn't bad.
No, it was very. There was one black person the entire weekend.
Yeah,
that
St.
came to
Charles
our
is
show.
very whitewashed.
And
Very
and she was the coolest lady Tom and I had ever met. She was awesome.
You made a point to go ask her what she was doing there.
Well, Tom was like, "Hey,
Hey, are you lost?
yeah, did they kidnap you?" No, she was cool. She was like retired and wanted to get into stand up, and she was just an insane woman.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it
So it
was
sounds
cool.
like it was a good time. Did you have the pizza?
We didn't have any pizza.
Okay.
We had PF Chang's. But we-
St. Louis delicacy.
Local delicacy.
But we also checked out St. Louis local bar Stu's Food and Liquor.
Oh, Nate.
Owned and operated by our good friend Nate Burrows. So if you're in St. Louis, check out Stu's Food and Liquor. It is great. It was great. The drinks were great. The food was great. It's a great bar. So
That's great.
And I'm not saying that because Nate's my friend. I would love to trash my friend's bar.
Right.
But
It was
good.
legit. That's
Yeah.
great.
All right. So now that we've done a little plug, it's time for plugs. Kevin, you got some bullshit coming out. Plug it.
Yeah, I got some bullshit. I have my first comedy specials coming out March 3rd on 800 Pound Gorilla's YouTube because I am bad at social media, but they've got a bunch of followers, so go watch it over there. And it'll be
Yeah.
on Spotify and all that stuff, but I recommend you watch the video.
All right. What's it called?
Harangue.
Harangue from and check it out at the 800 Pound Gorilla YouTube page.
So 800-pound gorilla has a harangutan.
Hey.
Is that
Why does everybody say harangutan at me? Like, you're the
Because-
fifth person. That's
well? Why didn't you think of that ahead of time?
I know, because I'm a very stupid man. Oh, because it's a harangutan. Oh, I didn't even get what you were saying. Okay, you know what? I'm the dumb one. And I'm
Yeah.
sorry I gaslit you just then.
I
also-
We're all
legitimately,
guilty of it.
I legitimately thought you were trying to do that.
No, I was like, what does that have to do with gorillas? Because
Why
I'm
is
a moron.
everyone doing it to me?
5 people have said that to me, and it didn't click
I
until
love how
now.
it's my fault. Everyone else did that as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but it's good. I worked really hard on it, and I hope you like it.
I hope it's good. Michael, what do you got?
Oh, shit. I mean, definitely come March 10th to the Gutter at 8 p.m. to see Take Our Advice. Tim and
That's
I's
right.
live show where we take Reddit's worst questions and we bring our best comedians. This month we're going to have famed comic Karen Feehan, famed roaster, so she's going to be fucking roasting the shit out of it, and she's my worst best friend from Shame On. So that'll be really fun. And otherwise, I'm at Old Man Hustle, the Brooklyn Comedy Club, like pretty much every night this week. None of the other clubs book me, so fuck yeah, I hope they don't get bought out by anybody. And March 11th is the first night of Ramadan, so check that out.
Oh, we'll be fasting. Yes, like Mike has said, 8 p.m. The Gutter, 310. Also, super secret special guest yet to be named or booked. So,
Okay.
We have a few waiting to see how their schedules
Great.
shake out.
yeah,
Great.
we're trying to get some big names, and they're like, "I'll let you know the week of." So,
Who'd you reach out to?
well,
Greg Giraldo.
we reached
Yeah.
out to Greg Giraldo.
Yeah, we brought a Ouija board on stage.
Patrice O'Neill. Yeah.
the Ouija board.
Yeah, we brought a Ouija board and a steel reinforced chair.
Yeah. We brought the Ouija board out. We were using it. It goes VIC So
Is
we
that how
knew
he
it
died?
was Greg. What?
Oh, yeah.
Because he was addicted to painkillers. But I guess
I liked it.
I'll be working up here. Okay. Of course, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/greathang, where you can get tons of extra episodes. We have a bunch of fun stuff in there. We are getting down to finding who the greatest band of all time is. So we will have that episode out here soon. So check that out at patreon.com/greathang. I will be headlining the Dirt Church Brewery in East Haven, Vermont. Friday.
Tim's
March
gonna be handling
8th.
some fucking snakes up there.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're gonna be on an episode of Justified that never aired.
And if you're at that brewery show and you need to find the bathroom, just go on. Ask old Tim.
That's right. Come on up. I'll point you where you need to go. I'm basically more of an usher than anything else. But March 8th in Vermont, in East Haven, Vermont, the Dirt Church Brewing, and that will be paying me $400. So
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I love that. I love that so fucking much.
So come on out, and I'll also bring some koozies if you want to buy some koozies, because 400 is not enough. So I'll be selling some koozies.
Thank you for never trying to big time anybody. I truly adore that about
He will
you.
do it the second it's technically allowed.
He's waiting. He's waiting to cash in.
Oh, and if you like our good friend Dan Licata, I will be on Corned Beef March 4th. So an actual good show. I'll be on
actual good show.
Well, I do all these fucking bullshit shows here in New York, but this one's like actually good.
Yeah.
With good comedians, and Dan Licata's good. So
What's the last bullshit show you did?
Well, they both got canceled. What was the last bullshit I did? I guess I did a bunch of bullshit in St. Louis. No, I got really nothing. I don't know.
All right, so let's move on. Instead of just staring at our fucking
I didn't
phone.
think you were actually going to try to find one.
I was going to
Great.
try to find one, but my bookings are limited.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, next segment is a little segment called Spit That Bit. Kevin, if you have a bit that you're working on that you'd really like Myka to help you with and me to talk while you get help from Myka, this is a part of the show where we will help you. Part of the show that the audience kind of likes.
Sure.
We should actually at some
Some
point
of
do
them
a
kind
recap.
of don't like it.
At some point, we should do a recap and see if anyone's used our help on stage and if anything like lives on in their acts.
Oh yeah, I think Sam has because
Skip that
he's
bit. Where are they now?
yeah. I think Sam Evans has because remember he wasn't funny before he came on the show, and now
That's
he's
true.
been pretty funny recently.
That's true.
Okay, I got a bunch of stuff. All right,
All
so
right.
I'm just gonna throw you some names, and you can tell me if anything
All
jumps out
right.
at you.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Is this the flight
He's like-
log?
Well, no, I
I know. Right?
I am open to help on anything. So I wasn't like this is the one that's. You know what? Okay, here's what I'll do. There's okay,
Pick
5'11" or pedophiles.
Well, you know my wheelhouse, being 5'11".
Yeah, Myka also likes pedophiles.
No, I got a lot of pedo material. Let's dig in.
Yeah, okay. So this is a bit that I've worked on and off for a long time. I keep shelving it because I can't get it right. And it's a thing where it's like, I've written it and rewritten it so many times, I need to like start from scratch, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with a younger kid.
Yeah,
Because like when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it does not. Here's the basic thesis. I'm not going to walk you through, unless you want me to try to recite some bit. I can just tell you the main idea.
Give me
which
the
is-
premise and we'll take it from there.
Okay, so the
Yeah, yeah,
thesis
yeah.
is this. Pedophiles have the best social skills. And I wish I had that good of a social skill.
Because they have to hide who they innately are.
Kind of the opposite. That
Okay.
whenever a pedophile gets busted, it's a whole ring of pedophiles. And the joke is like, well, how do you bring that up to somebody as like one of your hot, like there's no coming back from like letting that spill. So these people are so good at talking that they can like suss out at other pedophiles. You know what I mean?
Ah.
And they can talk to adults and kids. And whenever I talk to kids, I feel like an idiot. I don't know how to talk to kids.
You're jealous of a pedophile's ability to
Yeah.
talk to children?
I want those. I have nieces and nephews, and I don't know what the fuck they're
that
saying.
could be the angle. Is you're jealous of it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
Where I'll be like, I have nieces and nephews, and they're always like, "This is Naruto and Fortnite and blah blah blah," and I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
God,
right?
if only I
Like-
could make these kids horny.
Well,
or I just can't relate.
So you're like, I wish I knew how to groom children.
No, no.
That's what I'm
just-
hearing. That's what I'm
That's
hearing.
what we're
It's
hearing.
more
'cause that's-
like I'm fascinated by their ability to suss each other out. Like if I was like, yo, Tim, what's up, man? You know what I love? Fucking kids. I'm just kidding. You know what I mean? Like even as a joke, that you can never come back from that.
Yeah, because then you were hoping one guy goes, me too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. Do you? Because I was just kidding. Unless you do. Do you? You know.
But you could take the angle of you could be like, I think that you know what I really respect about pedophiles is their ability to kind of hang out together. You can use NAMBLA as an example
Okay.
of pedophiles getting together and not giving a shit that people know they're out in the open.
You know what? I have a thought too. Okay, so in my head, pedophiles in this way are like cokeheads. It's like everybody who's doing coke knows each other who's doing coke, and no one else
funny.
at the party really knows it because they're not into coke.
Yeah.
But really, the answer is pretty simple. They're all in the fucking bathroom doing blow.
Yeah.
It's like they met each other at the kiddie pool.
Oh.
They met each other at the children's birthday party staring. You know,
That's
That's
good.
actually good, Micah. See, this is what she does.
they keep sniffing the jizz off the little kid.
That's good.
This is what she
Right?
does. She thinks to herself,
They're
what
all-
about this is like cocaine?
Yeah, they're all like coaching Little League or something, or
They're
they
known
all own a hobby train store or something, right? Like, what a
Yeah.
pedophile? Where do they hang? What
Well,
do
you
they
want to
do?
own the hobby train store if you're into the neurodivergent
Right.
children.
They're smelling the model glue on the other
Right.
adults.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then, okay, so here's the issue with the bit really, is it's like, you say all these things, and then I'm like, what am I really trying to fucking say here? Because you wind up just going, so that's some weird observations about pedophiles. All right, good night. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, you could be
That's
like,
fine.
say,
You-
it's hard to say I'm not saying I respect them, but I'm in awe of their ability to do this thing, and then
here's what
it's-
I'm hearing. Hitler was a bad guy, but you
But-
have to admit he was a
Yeah.
great speaker.
That's
Yeah.
oh, Micah, you're fucking
He was a
right
lead-
in the pocket. Exactly. And then after you do all that, where do we where do we go from here? You know?
He was a leader of men.
You know what you could do? Just be like, I really admire how they're able to. If is anyone here a pedophile? They could tell me how they do it.
Dude, that's funny, and I've tried that. I've tried opening the bit with, "Are there any pedophiles here?"
That's funny.
And-
Here's the other thing. You're like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's the nature of pedophile bits, my man.
Yeah, maybe I just have to accept
They
that.
kind of just don't work when you're in the streets of St. Charles.
Yeah,
There's
high
going to be
risk.
whole audiences that are just like, I don't care how funny this bit
Yeah.
is. It's about pedophiles.
You're right. Maybe I have unrealistic expectations. It's high risk, high reward.
Yeah.
Much like kid fucking.
Right. That's
Well,
right.
it's
That's
just like
pretty
how
good.
much-
And then you can close with that.
You're
'Cause then
never
if
going
the
to have
bu-
a.
if the joke
That's actually maybe I should, because
because if
it's
the
kinda
joke
like,
bombs, you can maybe get them back on that.
or if
With
you're gonna
what?
be the heel, be the heel.
Yeah, he
lean
said
in.
it's high risk, high reward, much like kid fucking. So, like, if
Yeah.
the joke bombs, you'll go, listen, this joke is high risk, high reward. Much
But
like
here's
kid
the
fucking.
thing. Is it high reward? Like, I had a pedophile bit that I did a bunch, and
Yeah.
I loved. And I don't tell it anymore because I'm just like, what am I now, the pedophile
Dude.
comic? You're like, and you get stuck in your head, you're like, if I just make it the perfect pedophile
Yes.
joke, then they'll have to, they don't. They will never,
They never like
they'll
it.
never love you for it.
You-
Unless you build your own audience who understands that you're in it for the comedic craft. It is.
Man.
I say fucking leave the pedophile joke by the side of the road in a van picking up children somewhere.
I did not expect this level of care with this segment, but
That
thank you.
spit that bit for you.
because truly that's what I've been tackling, and it's this thing where yes,
It's an albatross, my dude.
and it's also a conflicting like thing where yes, exactly like you said, I'm like, man, I don't even know if this aligns with who I would want to see as a comic anymore. You know what I mean?
Just save it for
Where I'm
job
like,
interviews, dude.
Dude, wow, thank you.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Well, we got that done. That was a good spit that bit. I don't think we need to do any more. That was a good one, Micah, because we're not going to go up from that.
Wow.
So now
This is my mind. I'm gonna put a fucking bullet in my baby's head.
nice.
You want to know? I did a surprise special last June. I
Okay.
randomly recorded one. It did not go well, and I told that joke because I was like, one last chance. I'm going to get it on camera, and then unless I become so famous that it doesn't matter what the fuck I talk about, it's done.
Dude, Wow.
Or I need to fill time and I've gone through all my jokes because
Yes.
they're already not I do use it as a punishment bit.
Yes. Keep it in your pocket if they're a bad crowd.
If they're a bad crowd, then I'm like, here we go. And you just dig your heels
Yes.
deep into their throats and force the pedophile bit on them.
Dude. Wow. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Speaking of punishing the audience, let's do a bit that the audience likes. A thing called Hot Take of the Week.
Somewhere in the city. This is really fun. This is where I get a hot moment from the internet, hot topic from the internet, and you're gonna give a hot take on it before I delve into it deeper. This one's
Mike
coming
is
to us
going to give us a
from.
little information, and then we're going to give our take, on our immediate take.
Okay.
And then she's
don't
going to...
don't overthink it. Just start talking.
Yes.
Great.
Okay, so this is coming from Am I the Asshole? And the headline is, Am I the Asshole for calling a 5-year-old a motherfucker?
Nope. Absolutely not.
Listen,
Probably was being a motherfucker.
Yeah, he probably was being... Oh, damn it. Hold on.
What the fuck, camera?
Has this been happening for a while with the?
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks now. It's still going?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you think it's not shutting off? It's just not recording.
It would just stop recording.
Yeah.
Weird.
Sometimes it was shutting off. I don't know. Okay. So did you have to stop? Did you stop and start it?
No, but I'm not going to keep that in. So just do the title again.
Am I the asshole for calling a 5-year-old a motherfucker?
No.
No, yeah, that's actually kind of maybe. I don't know. It depends on what they did, but no.
Can you think of? I have wanted to call so many motherfucking kids motherfuckers,
But you
Yeah.
haven't
I haven't.
because it would make you a what?
Piece of
Cool
shit.
guy.
Yeah, no, it would make you an asshole.
Oh, okay.
Theoretically, I'm assuming that was why you haven't done
I
it.
can think of some. Yeah, no, I'm not going around. Okay, if it was like, let's say it was like my nephew,
Okay.
5 years old, you said,
5-year-old.
and the kid's just
And
like
all
hitting me,
5-year-olds are assholes.
and kids just
Yeah.
hitting me with a thing, I'd be like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
stop it. Now am I
they-
gonna grab his arm and shake him and go, you motherfucker? No, I
Right.
probably wouldn't go, mommy dearest on him.
Well, they spilled
No.
coffee on your white denim jacket.
Ooh.
Did that happen to you?
No, I'm just giving it
denim
Picture
jacket?
Tim in a white
I'm
denim
picturing
jacket.
you. I think like that would be something you
Tim's
would
all of a
wear.
sudden in the park bathroom tapping his foot. The fuck is that example?
Anyway,
In a white jacket. What is he picturing?
let's
Yeah,
get
dude,
a little
your
more
hair is slicked
information and away from dogging on my ass.
He's like, when you're wearing a white jacket and foil colored cowboy boots
Yeah,
and shit.
you got your best chain on.
You know when
really-
your one earring is itching you?
You got your wide stance working, taking a crap in the bathroom.
He's like, when you scrape your dick on the glory hole on the way in, so you're afraid to pull it back out.
That is a bummer. That is truly a bummer. Nothing worse than a metal splinter in your dick from a glory hole.
Dude, that is.
And a 5-year-old just keeps spilling coffee on you because he knows you can't leave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday, my roommate's son had a friend over for a
No,
play date.
no. You can't have a
Roommates-
roommate with a son.
Hold on. Roommates. Yeah, that's right away trouble.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Real quick, before we go further, I'm
Yeah.
curious. Is it worse if he calls the roommate's kid a motherfucker or the roommate's kid's friend a motherfucker?
No, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't have a roommate with a kid.
Okay, so they're
I
both
agree.
guilty.
Oh, yeah. Well, you shouldn't have a roommate with a kid, and you should not have a kid and a roommate.
Yes, that's the one.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Sometimes you need a roommate.
Yeah, sometimes.
But if you got a
they
kid-
were roommates.
Yeah, no, if you've got a kid, that's your roommate, bitch.
That
Figure it
Yeah.
out. Okay, my roommate's son had a friend over for a play date. Okay, also no. If
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
No play dates at the roommate.
they're both 5.
Also, you can't. Yeah. Hey, thanks for dropping your son off. My roommate will be back soon with his child.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The kid friend stood in the front doorway of my home and held the front door and the storm door open at the same time. I asked him politely at least 4 times to close one of the doors so that my cats, strictly indoors as I live next to a 5-lane expressway, don't get out. That's some foreboding for you.
Yeah.
That is also
I'm starting to change my answer.
also the more lanes of a street that you live by, the poorer you are.
Tim,
There's
we
a
knew they
direct
were
correlation
poor.
in how many lanes a street has to how poor you are if you live by it.
Tim, I think we knew that they were a 5-lane freeway just from my roommate's
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah,
Come
I'm just letting the people know there is actual hard math to to poverty in this country.
Also, it's winter, and the kid was letting all the heat that I pay for out.
I don't like this guy any.
Roommate is $4,000 behind on rent and utilities. Is in the process of being evicted.
Okay.
So this
And they're
roommate is a piece of shit.
And they're
Yeah.
still letting a little play date happen at the house?
yeah.
So when the kid opened
Yeah, but
the,
at that house, they get to play with fire and stuff. It's
Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
that's true.
You know?
yeah, you get to play with doors and shit.
It's
My
cool.
dad's roommate has a gun.
Yeah, dude. Now let's drink from the hose.
So when the kid opened the door again and one of my cats ran outside, in the heat of the moment I said, "Damn it, you motherfucker!" and ran to grab my cat before he was killed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm feeling like he left the door open and my cat is strictly an indoor cat. Gives me a vibe of like this guy actually kind of sucks. You know what I mean?
So you think that he's a piece of shit just for having a cat and caring about whether or not it dies? Go on.
No, not that. No. I mean, yeah, I guess. Okay. It's
No, he should have a
just-
cat and just let it die anytime the door is opened.
It's giving me like I feel like this guy's got he's already a repressed angry man is the vibe I'm getting.
I would be repressed and angry too if my roommate had multiple kids over hanging out.
Yeah, that's fair.
And not paying rent.
Oh, yeah, that would piss me the fuck off big time.
Wait, so where do you stand on this? Do you think he's the asshole or not?
I never thought he was the asshole. Kids can suck a dick.
Tim?
I don't think he was the asshole. The kid sounds like he doesn't listen, and I want to call a kid a motherfucker all the time. I never do it, but it seems like it would be fun to do. I mean, especially if they let your cat out.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like he directly called the kid a motherfucker either. It was
He-
more
he-
about the situation.
Yeah, I think he was just more angry about everything.
Yeah, damn it, you motherfucker sounds like he did say you're a motherfucker, basically.
But that's the royal you.
Sure. Yeah, I guess that's true, too. Huh.
Either had I not been home, my cat would have been let out of the house and nobody would have known since the kids' parents were smoking in my roommate's room. And
Well, there
I
you
like
go.
that the door's open and they're smoking inside.
they were smoking weed. So
There we go. Now we know these people are bad parents, and it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
I
if you
love
call their
this.
kid a motherfucker.
I love this kind of white trash. I am so into this.
These are the kind of people that are calling their kid a motherfucker anyway.
These are our people.
Yeah.
there is an update to this, which I find very amusing. He ended up calling CPS on him.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's one way to fucking get them the fuck out of your apartment.
Whoa.
I mean, it's a
Wow.
bummer to like have someone like have 2 5-year-olds and just not be paying attention to
Yes.
your kids smoking weed in your house. You're like, and you're just sitting there like, it sounds like he doesn't really know them very well.
Yeah, I was really expecting the random ass creepy roommate to be a bad influence on the kids, but hey, new home. Good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Someone who can keep maybe a house where you can keep a goddamn door shut. You know?
Break the home up for the good of the cats.
Yeah. Well, that was great. That was a great hot take this week, Micah.
Thank you.
Now, ding, 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 ding,
No,
ding,
we're
ding,
not doing
ding,
the
ding,
news.
ding, ding.
We're
It's time for the
We're not doing
news
that.
with Tim
No,
McLaughlin.
we're not doing that.
Yes, we
We're not
are.
doing
It has been a full
No, it
month
hasn't.
since
It's-
the news has been gone.
No, it has not.
The news is back
It's
in a
still-
big way.
It's still February. We're not doing the news.
Oh, it's been 4 weeks, Micah.
It doesn't matter. It's a calendar month.
No, a calendar month is 4 weeks, stupid.
No, a calendar month is we're still in February and we're not doing it, and I'm not stupid, and you lost.
Why
and
do
we're
you
not
hate
doing the-
why do you hate the news so much?
Because first of all, Tim picks a headline
Yeah.
that is usually not very interesting, and the headline is usually the most interesting part of the story.
Motorist in England
No.
calls police
No.
to report he's too drunk to drive.
See, and then
okay.
and then the rest of the story is not
Yeah.
good, and also Tim can't read very well, and so then it's mostly him stumbling over trying to
Yeah.
get through the story, and it's boring for everybody.
Yeah.
and it makes me mad. People,
Do you really think people don't like watching Tim struggle to read?
People, you can see them drop out of the podcast during this segment.
You can't. Police in England say a drunken driver did the right thing after doing the wrong thing.
We're not doing
An
this.
emergency dispatcher received an unusual call just before noon. On Monday.
He was drunk in the morning.
Yeah.
And called the cops on himself.
When a motorist reported he was driving drunk and said doesn't know what he's doing.
We already know the story.
Yeah, we know what happened.
We know
He
what
called the
happens.
cops on him.
The North Yorkshire police said.
Do it in a British accent.
The man said that he had a rough weekend.
That's pretty
Right.
Man calls the police to report that he is driving drunk. Police said.
Tim, stop.
Using the British term for the offense, it's not every day that this happens. When officers arrived, the 52-year-old man was in a van on the side of the road, pedophile possibly. A breath test revealed
Don't
that...
point at me and say that.
It's so
Don't
annoying.
clip that. I've never wanted the camera to shut off more.
A breath test revealed that he was 3 times over his legal limit. He was.
He was.
He was
You got too
arrested.
drunk sweeping the chimneys, I guess.
He was arrested Monday and held in custody and released after being charged Tuesday with drunken driving in the Harrogate Magistrates Court.
I don't think you should get arrested if you call the cops on yourself.
Yeah, maybe
Unless
just a
it's
ride
like-
home would have been good.
Yeah, a cup of coffee and a ride home.
That does seem like they went a little hard on him. Now he's in the news. Did they have his name?
No, they didn't put his name up there. He was
Tim
52.
McLaughlin.
You say I can drive drunk if I want to.
Would you ever
All
call
right.
the cops on yourself?
Fuck no. I don't self-snitch, bitch.
Yeah, that's right.
I ain't doing that bullshit.
Self-snitching is also what he calls therapy.
It's for the mentally weak. All right, Kevin, it's time for the best part of the show.
I'm going to let you down so hard right now.
Reviews for the podcast.
This is where you don't have to do jack shit.
I thought
Yeah.
okay, never mind. I thought it was the okay.
This is where we go on Apple iTunes and read if you have left a 5-star review. You can leave whatever star you want, but 5 stars preferable. We don't have any of those, but we do go to the YouTube page. And we are on YouTube, and you can check out the YouTube show. And if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And here we go. Here are our comments. If you leave a comment, we'll read them. From
Well put.
clickbeat.website.tv9030.
Why is he steering?
Because, I don't know. Just let him do it.
Please do talk more about Chip Chipperson.
Okay. No, Tim likes to just talk about bits he saw
Sure.
on other podcasts.
Sure.
On our podcast.
Sure.
For like a long amount of time.
Sure. What pod should they be watching instead?
Yeah, exactly.
Watch old clips of Chip Chipperson.
a
Hilarious.
podcast that doesn't exist anymore.
Jezza West says, I think we're all up here talking about how we're sober and you all out there with a 2-drink minimum is a bit.
Oh, okay, thanks. That's me. That was me saying I can't talk about being sober on stage.
Sure.
The Ronson file says, my favorite Myka is exasperated Myka, loved and annoyed walk-off, and the follow-up story about the tampon is so good, I'm gonna bust.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Our audience likes
That's-
to bust in the comments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do get exacerbated a lot.
You
She
know what?
left the show last week.
I did do a storm off.
Why?
Because Tim kept telling stories upon stories. He'll tell one story and then he'll be like, and that reminds me of another one. It becomes Tim's own
But
podcast.
my
Yeah.
story didn't remind me. Your thing that you said reminded me of a thing that happened to me.
When you started dating, didn't you love how he would just spin you a yarn?
No, she didn't.
He used to let me talk.
No, you've been trying to shut him up this
Yeah.
whole time. Okay.
I never let Myka talk, but she didn't like it from like date 3. She goes, I've heard that story before. I go, it's pretty good though.
Yeah, date 3 is already repeating shit.
Sean from Pittsburgh
How long
says,
has it been?
5 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you get a medal or something?
I get a metal plate in my head.
Okay.
You say
Attempted suicide
Yeah.
and
you don't want to hear my stories. Sean from Pittsburgh says, I slept 18 hours a few weeks ago when I was suffering, much like our boy was here. I was sick last week. Mm-hmm. I slept and slept and slept. Mm-hmm. Hey, I hope you're feeling better, Sean from Pittsburgh. Kyle Parks, you know Kyle Parks.
Yeah.
Kyle Parks, friend of the show, he says, I'm a winner, you're a loser. Myka to Tim. And then Jezza West says, it's giving Roseanne and Tom vibes.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then Tim McLaughlin 746 said, I'm Roseanne.
That's fun.
Oh,
Is that
crap.
you, Tim?
Yeah, that's me,
Yeah.
of course. That's our headliner.
You are obviously not the Roseanne.
AJ Cook said, I think you guys have to say how you're really going hard on the video editing. I'd be sad if I didn't get to see Toe and Fat Hot Dog Tim. Our camera kept cutting out, so I had to put pictures of the cat in there, and I put that photo of me eating that sausage where I looked terrible.
So how many weeks did you say the camera's been a problem?
Just a couple.
Like
a couple
2
weeks.
weeks.
Okay.
It's been really annoying.
Yeah.
It was doing it also during, I brought it to St. Louis to film the shows, and it was cutting out in the middle of sets and stuff.
That sucks. Can we get something going so Tim and Myka can get a fresh camera or whatever they need?
I mean, if they
come on, people,
if they subscribe to the Patreon at patreon.com/greathang, I mean, most of the money we use from the Patreon goes to our guests. Like, we're going to pay you to be here.
Hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
I know. That's why I wanted to be here. So
yeah. And so we pay the guests to be here. We pay for the guests to be on the live show, and then all the other money is that's all it's used for. I'm in the red.
Let's start a campaign to get you a new. Do we know what the problem is?
No, well, I think it's the SD card, and we're gonna have to get an.
We need $20 from you at home.
Oh no,
We're
those
so they
SD
can keep,
cards
how much
are
they?
like $100.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get one of the expensive ones.
Really?
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we want to film it in 4K because Myka's so beautiful.
That's fair. Okay, fair enough. All right, $100. It's up to you. This is me really trying to
Thanks,
Liv
Kevin.
do something here.
Liv Pavlikos says, I really hope I'm the super surprise special guest. Oh,
maybe.
We'll never know.
For an SD card donation, you just might be.
The Birder King says, wow, that really is the worst photo of Tim.
Yeah,
That really is bad. Peachy Monster says, here for the pictures of Toe. What a sweet baby.
Yeah, toast.
Mr. Joel says, I love that you guys do this. Just actually in love. Don't care if people watch. One day y'all will be old and rewatch these, or your kids will. Our kids are never going to be in fucking reality.
Yeah, our kids are never going to make it to their old age.
Yeah. We are not having children, and if we do, we're going to leave them at our roommate's house.
That's right, by a 5-lane highway.
So you guys can get high in the next
Yes.
room. That's right.
Also, Tim has always said he'll adopt a Down syndrome elderly man, and I don't think he's...
No, when
against
I'm
us.
an elderly man, I'll have a Down syndrome friend that I hang with.
That.
Like
This
when
is
I'm
Tim's
like
long-term goals.
yeah.
when I'm like 60, I'll have like a 20-year-old Down syndrome guy who's pretty highly functional that we can pal around.
Yeah, that rules, actually. That's great.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be
Dude,
tight.
right?
Or Down syndrome lady. It doesn't need to be a guy.
Always-
Just somebody to fucking pal around with.
I think that's fun, man.
Yeah.
Who left that comment about love? That was surprisingly sweet for what I
that was
expected.
Mr. Joel 420.
Mr.
Blaze
Joel,
it.
420, you big softy.
I know.
That's sweet.
And then we've got...
This podcast is going to sting if you guys divorce. You ever think about
Oh,
that?
dude, are you kidding me? Then we'll take off for
Yeah.
a month, and then we'll fail.
Man,
G. Bresto says, come dumpster, and then shaking hands emoji, dumpster fire.
Oh, yeah.
And then a Morton Leo says, more like Tim is sick with it. And then IH Jello says, I'm already coughing. But now, Kevin, we have to get to our headliner of the comments section.
Okay.
A
Uncle
man
Jemima.
known by two names, Uncle Jemima.
Okay.
The podcast might not make any money, but it makes me hard as heck and makes me bust. So, Uncle Jemima, stay bustin', brother. And if you guys want to help, you can check out the Patreon at patreon.com/greathang. Now, Kevin, we've had a nice time hanging out together,
Yeah.
but do you think you've fallen in love with Myka yet? Because this is a little segment called Fall in Love with Myka.
All right, Arthur Aarons. I guess I've been saying his name wrong the whole time. I thought it was Arthur Aronson, but maybe it's Arthur Aarons. Came up with a list of 36 questions where if you ask them consecutively on a date, you will fall in love with the person that you are talking to. You heard of this?
No.
So we've been making our way through. We're almost done. We're in the
We're
third round.
almost done.
They get consecutively deeper and deeper.
So if you're on a first date, you ask these questions in order.
Yeah.
And they're designed to just draw you closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It starts with like, which cookie do you like most? And then it gets to like, What is
Which
one
cookie do you love the most?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it gets to like, what cookie do you loathe the most?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like if you could kill anyone for a cookie, who would you kill?
And what kind of cookie would you get?
Yeah. Okay, so this is question 29, and we skipped the segment last week because I wanted to share it with a guest. Share with your partner an embarrassing moment in your life. I didn't want to miss the opportunity for someone to share their embarrassing moment with us.
Yes.
Whoa.
I can start. I don't have any. Go ahead.
Tim.
I would say the one thing I used to go to the Rivy pool. It was a pool that we used to go to, and I remember in like 7th, 8th grade, I started hanging out with like the different kids from the other schools that were like around there. So we would know each other from the summer, and then in high school, we all got to know each other better because we all went to the same high school. But I only knew the dudes. I didn't know any of the girls. And I had a birthday party, and I invited all of the girls I didn't know to the party, and none of them showed up, and I was very embarrassed. And anytime I get high, I think about that, and it drags me, and I can't get it out of my brain, and I cringe harder than anything, and it makes me want to fucking hang myself.
Wait, really? Wait,
Yeah.
how did you even invite them if you didn't know them?
One of the guys who went to the other school was like, go up and I invited them all in a group, and they like laughed at me.
They laughed at you?
Yeah.
You didn't say that part.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to add that part either.
Tim.
But in a sense, those girls are all dead because I fucking killed them.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah, no, but yeah. So anytime, that's why I don't like getting high, because I think of things like that,
Yeah, that's rough, man.
and I'm like,
I'm
can't.
gonna think of that next time I'm high.
Oh,
It's
man.
and here's the thing. That's my story. I've shit myself in public like 22 times.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
But that story won't make me fall in love with
No.
him now, will it?
No. Kevin, do you have one?
Yeah. I was gonna softball it, and then you told that. I need.
You can still softball.
No,
it.
No.
I've got something I think on par with that, maybe worse. I was in high school, and I was at a house party, and I got so fucking hammered off of Smirnoff vodka.
Oh yeah.
Remember, it was always like flavored. Every high school party had a bunch of vodka that tasted like candy. And
2000 to 2007 was flavored vodka
Yes.
era.
Dude,
Yes.
cotton candy vodka.
Yes.
Oh, the stuff of dreams.
They. You good?
Tim's choking on it.
Take.
They. This was the first time I ever threw up from drinking.
Kevin, you keep talking. I'm going to listen. I'm just going to make sure we're recording.
Yeah. So, I'm at this house party, and I get blackout drunk, okay? And I start throwing up, right? My girlfriend at the time was there, and she was taking care of me, okay? Now, it's embarrassing enough to be the only person throwing up at a party, but I wasn't, like, in the bathroom throwing up. I was like, blah! Like, on my shirt. Straight up on my shirt. So then, after she had to take the shirt off and hand me a trash can, and I'm, like, shirtless and all this stuff. And then, in the peak of all this happening, what happens? Oh, shit, my parents are home. And the dude whose house it was, mom and dad walks in, and I'm in the middle of the living room just standing there with like puke on me, and they're like, this party's got to end now, and he's got to go home. And I remember thinking, I was like, oh no, if I go home, I'm going to be in so much trouble, and I don't know who to call. But what came out of my mouth was, but I have nowhere else to go. And I got choked up and started crying to a silent room of my whole high school.
Now I see why you dropped out. That is embarrassing.
And then and then the next day I woke up like, what happened? And nobody would like make eye contact with me or talk to me. But the guy whose house it was just like, here's a hose, clean this bucket. And
Wait,
I was
they
like,
let you stay? It was so sad they
I
let
had to
you
pass.
stay?
Yeah, I just like was put to bed immediately.
Oh my God,
man.
that's awesome.
It's funny because I was like, you sound pretty cool. You have a girlfriend. You're drinking till you barf.
No, dude, it was not. Yeah, you know what's so embarrassing too? Actually, if you want to get into the specific details, was when I was in high school, I had like big Liberty spikes, like hair, and like plaid pants with zippers on
That's
it.
why
and
God
shit.
That's why God took your hair away. You
Well,
made terrible decisions.
I guess this is growing up.
Yeah, man. So
I guess this is growing up.
Da.
Myka, what do you got?
Okay, so
Kevin, that's a great story.
thank you.
when I was in 4th grade, for the last day of school, I thought I'd do this like really fun surprise that would like make me really cool with the other kids, where I would like do like this game with the teacher where I'm like, teacher, I have a surprise for you. And what I did was I would do things like, I think you're as bubbly as soda pop. And then I'd chuck a can and sprayed it in her face. And then I was like, and like, I did like a bunch of these pranksters so that like by the end of the day, she was like all like fucking covered in flour and have like eggs on her and shit or whatever. And I made her cry. So
Awesome.
because and I was like, this is gonna make me so fucking cool. And everyone's gonna be
Yeah.
like, Myka did the funniest fucking thing, and everyone's like, what the fuck?
Everybody hated you?
You're a fucking thing. So then it's the last day of school, and I go to my friend's house, and we're like in their hot tub because it's Arizona, you know, and then of course there's like a call at the house, and like my mom's like, wait, she did what? And I get picked up early at my friend's house, and then the very next day, the first day of summer vacation, which is like the day that like you're like finally fucking done, you're 9 years old, my mom drove me back to the school to apologize to Mrs. Rice.
Oh, brutal.
And so I had to
dude.
go back to school on my first day of summer vacation, apologize, because she's like, it really hurt my feelings. Nothing is more embarrassing than being like, oh. And so I apologized, but then my mom made me tell her that I loved her.
What?
And it gives me the fucking grosses, and I had to be like, I love you, Miss Rice.
What?
On my first-
Your mom is a piece of shit, dude.
Did she do that to embarrass you further? Like, why
No,
did she?
because she like I think she like wanted to make it seem like the apology was like, because I did like my teacher, but I didn't like love like you know what,
Yeah.
I did like her. I thought the thing I was, but like to have to explain why you thought your joke was funny when it bombed,
Dude, that
at
stinks.
9 years old,
That's tough.
it still embarrasses me to this
Damn.
day. And Mrs. Rice, if you're still alive, I just liked you, okay? I didn't like you.
And Mrs. Rice, if you're dead, I hope you're in hell getting butt fucked by the devil.
That's right. That's for our next segment,
Yeah.
or 2 segments from now.
All right, Kevin. That was great, Myka. I'm deeply in love with you now.
Oh shit!
That's
me
right,
too.
Kevin. What about you? Are you in love with Myka?
Of course.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Of course, everybody
Did
loves
it.
Myka.
And Mrs. Rice, I'm in love with you as well. Just like Myka.
Yeah, that means he's gonna spray soda in your fucking face, you dumb bitch.
You stupid fucking whore. What a cunt. All right.
All right.
Myka, this is time for Kevin to have either a fun party story or a tip for being a great hang. And I mean, he kind of did it today.
Yeah.
Walking in, he brought donuts.
And I had a party story. That's not fun.
But it doesn't have to be a fun party story. It can also, but yeah, I guess we've done that segment. We're also running out of time, but
Sure. I was just going to, because I was thinking about this earlier. Yeah, I wanted to show up with something because I learned that that's really great. And also, if you
good.
want to be a good hang, don't get too high.
It's a great point.
that's actually never been brought up here, I don't
Dude,
think.
and it's
I've
a great point.
I stopped
Yeah.
drinking, so I started smoking more weed, and I thought I could do it socially, and I cannot.
Yeah.
One hit, and immediately, how come nobody likes my jokes? Am I not making sense? Why is everybody looking at me?
Yeah.
And you're not being cool anymore, and your fucking jokes suck now, and you're sweating visibly. You need to remove yourself and go home and eat some chocolate,
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
I'm the same way. It's like, why is everyone talking to each other?
Yeah, dude.
Why aren't they talking to me?
Yes, and I'm laughing at something that was like a good 30 seconds
Yeah.
ago.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it sucks. It sucks
All
so
right.
That's a
bad.
great tip.
There you go. Don't be too high, and don't be the guy who's like, and no one likes that guy that comes around and is too high.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
like, ugh, it's a
Yeah.
fucking bummer, and he's weird.
Also, that's that thing too, where people that are high are very much like,
Yeah.
I'm like so high, and it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude, no, go, yeah. High people need to be with high people. Coked up people need to be with coked up people. You know what I mean?
Segregation. Bring back segregation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the high only water fountain, it always has a line. right.
Oh, it's time for our second to last segment of the show. Speak ill of the dead. Mm-hmm. Do you have a dead person to talk shit about?
Dude, I gotta be honest. I tried to do my homework. I completely blanked all day because anybody I could think of was either like too obvious. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know who like Hitler, Epstein, whatever. And then I was trying to think of a personal one. I don't hold any grudge against anybody that's dead. I've already won. I already won. You know what I mean?
You can
hold
talk
the
shit
grudge.
about Dave Metz a little bit if you want.
That did cross my mind.
I've done it
That
on
did
here.
cross my mind because I felt like, well, Tim will enjoy that, but no, like I.
What about Shappy?
Shappy?
Mike Shapiro.
Oh my God, Mike.
He was always
Shapiro.
asking for rides and shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just feels like water on it. The second somebody's
Yeah.
gone,
All right,
I don't know. I'm
You don't have any
sorry.
grandparents that have died yet that you were kind of not.
What about
that
Kenny
cool?
DeForest?
Dude, you
We
know,
haven't
that
done
crossed my
Kenny.
mind too. I did have a joke about that kind of.
The only nice man I know that's dead.
Yeah, right? He's a good man.
Yeah.
We just start crying.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's okay. You can opt out if you want.
I might opt
Yeah.
out, but you had an interesting point with some grandparents. You know, I had a core memory unlocked when my fucking dad's mom was crazy. She was just like, I had like a screw loose, and she would babysit me all the time. And I don't know why. When you said that, this memory came flooding back of me being a little kid, being like annoying, and she her way of punishing me was screaming at me that if I don't stop doing that. If you don't stop doing that, you're going to kill me. You're going to give me a heart attack and kill me.
shit.
And being a little kid, like 3 years old, like crying, like, I don't want to kill you. So fuck her. She can get fucked.
Yeah, fuck you, Kevin's grandma.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, Kevin's grandma, I hope you're in hell getting butt fucked by the devil and it's giving you a heart attack right now, you piece of shit.
I hope you're in
Yeah.
hell getting butt fucked by a bunch of noisy kids.
She would also
Yeah,
lie.
dude.
She would also lie about her cooking. She would say, I'm going to make chili from scratch. And then she would open up a can of Hormel chili and microwave it.
Wait,
and
dude, is your
try to
grandma
take
my mom?
credit for it. Is your mom like that too?
Dude, my mom, her homemade spaghetti sauce was ground beef in ragu.
Dude, that's
With
insane.
with garlic powder. That I was like home recipe. And then she had the nerve. I come back, she would force me to visit. She'd be like, "What was like some of my favorite shit I made for you when you were a kid?" I'm like, was it the Dinty Moore beef stew with extra frozen peas you'd add, or was it?
Yeah,
the fucking-
okay. Is your mom a little kooky? Well, she made you say I love you to a stranger pretty much.
It
so.
turns out my mom is mentally ill.
Hey, that's
It's
great.
a little more,
Thank
Kevin,
you.
I would
It's
put
not
it,
your fault.
Well,
You start bawling.
I would categorize it a little higher than kooky.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to know what
manipulative.
Tim thinks of your mom.
I've never met her.
Really?
Micah, go ahead.
she's not the kind of person we still talk to.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I keep pushing to meet her, but Micah won't let me.
He
go
almost-
ahead.
Hey, do it as a Patreon exclusive. Bring her on.
He got close to meeting her, but
I
then
got
she started
close.
calling the cops on my family members. And we're like, not this year.
Yeah.
Not this year.
And,
Okay.
and I had a warrant, of course, so I couldn't be anywhere near that.
And if you're listening right now under some weird finsta, Mom, shove it. Okay, so
Shove it is so funny.
Shove it.
Shove it is such a little kid way to suck it, Mom.
Yeah, shove it,
I
you
don't know,
surly
because
bitch.
whenever this happens, I'm always like, she's fucking watching. She's
Yeah.
fucking watching. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Watch it at your own risk.
Yeah, Micah doesn't give a shit. Shove it.
And
Shove
if
it.
you are watching, Mom, subscribe to the Patreon.
And also, don't kill yourself and blame me. That would suck.
Hey, although Micah's mom, if you subscribe to the Patreon, there's a $2,400 tier where I will come and hang out with you.
That's
So-
so great.
So if you want, sign up for the Patreon. If you pay the $2,400, I legally have to come hang out with you. Micah won't come, but I will come and hang.
Oh my god, that would actually be a very special episode.
I mean, we'd have to film the whole thing. Micah, what do you got?
This is a man named, I believe it was John Cummings. He died in 1809. He became a sword swallower. And
yes.
but you think it's like a trick. He would actually like a knife swallower. He would take knives and like legit swallow them and pass them.
What?
So at one point he did one, and then the first one passed. Then he did 4, and he passed all 4. Then he did 14, and he passed all 14, and then he did a bunch more, and with the handle, and only the handle passed, and the knife stayed in his stomach.
No!
And it took him 4 years to kill him, and he died. And dude, listen, man, your name was Cummings. You fucking dumb bitch.
Yeah,
Your
dude.
fucking name was Cummings. You fucking idiot.
Fucking
And he's-
nerd.
I hope the devil puts knives on his dick and butt fucks you up the ass.
Yeah. I hope he finds the handle and reconnects it.
Tim, I never get tired of hearing that. I really like that.
It's a nice time.
What's that guy's name?
I think it was John Cummings. I'll have to double check it.
Dude, that rules.
And
Yeah.
then I would like to speak ill of Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, good
You
one.
drug-addled whore. You
got
used
my
to be
money.
hot. Remember when she was
When
hot
I was Eve.
and then she let it all go and she got ugly? The biggest sin in the world, becoming ugly. And she had to suck that old man's pecker.
Yeah.
That was cool. I mean, that was cool.
Yeah, that part was cool, right?
That part was cool when
Yeah.
she fucking was married to that old guy. But when you got fat and ugly, that fucking sucked, and I hated that. Women should all be beautiful. If you're a fat, ugly woman, you don't even belong on this planet. And I hope you're in hell getting butt fucked.
I'm sorry. This isn't Speak of the Dead. This is Tim's Edgelord segment.
Is
Look at him laughing. Look at him.
That wasn't where I planned the segment to go.
It's the
Tim has like
craziest
5
thing.
chins while he laughs like that too. He's like looks like an actual tomato right now.
Listen,
He's like, if you're ugly, then you don't deserve to have a broke ass boyfriend like me.
yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, ugly fat ladies. You can still be on the planet.
And meanwhile, if it weren't for ugly fat ladies, Tim wouldn't have gotten laid in his 20s.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
Yeah.
That's true. You know what? I take everything I said back, except for Anna Nicole Smith. I hope you're in hell getting butt fucked by the devil, but the devil is old now.
Which she likes.
Oh, he's young now.
Ew, boo.
he's young and poor, like
Yeah.
Tim.
That's right.
You got it.
It's funny that I'm young.
Tim
All
is
right.
so young.
Compared to that guy,
So spry.
Man, I was watching the video I took from last night. I look terrible.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right. Guys, that's enough. That's the show is over. We've done it by crikey.
Is that your British accent again?
Or we've done it by crikey.
There you go.
All right, listen, bruv. We're doing sign-offs.
Yes.
So here we go. I'll start.
All right.
Signing off, it is I, the greatest man to have ever lived. A feminist, a hero, a man loved by many fat, ugly women and more. Timothy Grady McLaughlin II, your Patreon dad, which you can subscribe at patreon.com/greathang. Your free feed best friend. Thank you all for listening.
and signing off, it is I, the pedophile whisperer. The woman who knows that where a pedophile joke should go and where a pedophile shouldn't. It is me, a woman who believes cats over kids and knives over body parts. It is Toey's mom, Kevin's friend, Tim's friend and girlfriend, and your friend and podcast host, Micah Fox.
Do I do one now?
Yeah.
You gotta say signing off,
All
though.
right. Signing off. It's the old Pukes McGee embarrassing himself in front of the whole class. The guy who fucking has never enjoyed fucking mochi in his entire life. Those things are horrible. Didn't mention that today, but I thought you should know. Kevin Casey White.
And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Bye.